It's number 1 versus number 2. These matchups are special. The entire landscape looking in today on this one, and they become a part of college football history. Hopefully, we'll get something epic. Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bulldogs will kick this deep to start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Ball handed off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Reed. Oh, the pass is picked off. Could take it all the way. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the defense could not have written a better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense, just sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's Wilson. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Moves out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
That run takes it across the 30-yard line. Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. A premier 1 versus 2 matchup, Kirk, right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. And I'm just curious to see a big game like this. You ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team?
Breaks into open space. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Reed. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
Well, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception the last series, he almost threw another one.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
3rd down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch. To be brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on third down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from near the goal line.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The defense does a good job of being aggressive here and not slowing down their pass rush. They put pressure on him, and instead of him throwing it away, he throws it against his body back into the teeth of the defense. I thought they might come up with a pick.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Tries the right with a quick throw. It's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Brought down after a short return. Off the pick. Sets up the offense at the 39.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
He's bringing it back. You bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice, accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
2nd and goal play. Spot the ball at the 9. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. And they'll set up with PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kickoff right there We'll start from the 25. Georgia offense is back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll tackle him right at the 31. The Dogs will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 40. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody. It allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Cannot connect. Incomplete. And now fourth down. Dogs will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. The offense will take their first hand out of the half to talk strategy here. Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. To throw, it's Lagway. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
The pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
So incomplete pass on 2nd down sets up a 3rd and inches. Can they pick up the first on the ground? He's going to lose ground on the run. Now it's going to bring up 4th and short.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He's got it. Enough for a first down. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, he hands it off with some nice positive yards.
They finally make the tackle, but it's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. Grab made by the tight end. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the first quarter. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to bait this defensive line into believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for a lost yardage.
3rd and goal. Looking to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So a yard away from the end zone. The offense will go for it here on 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
I thought there might be some initial penetration by this defense. The offense decides to run it up the middle. And I got to give all the credit to this back. He saw just where he needed to go, uses that vision to get this touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Trying to find some room. It's Brown. Moves the ball up to the 30. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge. The biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between...
Oh, they trapped him for a sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, anytime you defend this kind of offense, you need defensive backs who are really comfortable in defending the ball being thrown downfield. It's not just the short to intermediate throws, it's the deep shots that they're willing to take. I love how he showed patience here before he knocked the ball away.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Back-to-back deep shots. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. They bring him down, but... Would be a game-changing pick in return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
Off the play fake on 1st down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's run out after a big gain. The offense has been set up with a 1st down and goal.
Always have to be careful on the sideline not to step out accidentally. The wide receiver does a good job here on the route to bring the ball in while on a tightrope.
Zero running room stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Looking for 6. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's decision time now, Chris. 4th and short coming up, and you know they're thinking about going for this one. Likely looking at that play sheet and finding the go-to play that'll help them pick up this first down and keep this drive alive. They're thinking 6 points.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. The extra point makes it 28-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Tight end makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Play action here on first down. The receiver grabs it. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. The Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
On the run, it's Brown. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Looking deep downfield to the left. Pass caught. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. And the Bulldogs hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Defense is coming after him. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal for the 7. The pocket breaking down. They got him again. He was like a statue back there. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here to cut into this lead before halftime. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force this fourth down. Great job here by the D.
Touchdown, Georgia. Add 6 more points to the total.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
The extra point is good. Still a 2-touchdown deficit, 28-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Dropping back. It's Reed. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Bringing it out. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They begin the drive in excellent field position. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin at their own 46. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Takes the toss, testing the right side here. He shreds the tackle. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he get there on the ground? And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
35, Georgia, 21.
He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. To throw, it's Reed. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Game moves it to the 35, first down again. Looking to throw here. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. The Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. First down from the 23.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Quick throw over the middle. Wide open downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a first and goal. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Reed. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And the extra point was up and good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Returner looking to make a play here. Coverage team brings down the return.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line. One more play before they head to the locker room. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. And they'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Short throw complete to the tight end. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Bulldogs will crank up the tempo.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Grab down the middle. It's Coleman. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 27.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Short connection to the tight end here.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Georgia has moved into the red zone. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Grab behind the line. It's Humphreys. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. It's a fumble behind the line. And the defense comes up with the football.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. It's been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Back to throw. It's Reed. He's got it in the open. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. Oh, what a grab!
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Makes the grab. It's Wilson. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Back to throw again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. He made the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have 1st and goal now.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Launching one to the end zone. He had all day back there before throwing a strike. Touchdown, Aggies. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Frazier. The tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! Enough for a 1st down at the 37.
Now, there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. clock behind the line. It's Humphries. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
First down for the offense.
They'll run it here. He's got room to run. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1. No huddle now for the offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Great play call by the offensive coordinator. Outstanding job of executing by the quarterback. And with the defense trying to stop the run, the quarterback felt that, made a nice throw to the receiver. Look at this result. Some positive yards.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
Looking to the end zone. It is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Working clock with the ground game. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They'll stop him on a small gain here, tried to run for it on 3rd and long and came up well short. And the Aggies will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
That's good for fighting.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long. Over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
They keep him guessing with a run. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
That's the mark of a well-coached team. These guys don't even pay attention to the score. They're just out there executing and churning up yards. Good, solid run there as this clock continues to wind down. This offense has had a great day.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Well, this aggressive nature has gotten them the lead that they're enjoying right now, but I got to think, at 3rd down, run the football. Just keep working that clock and enjoy the victory.
The Aggies will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pass is intercepted. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
That's just a poor decision by the offensive coordinator and the quarterback. Working with the lead, run the football here and work the clock instead. Throws it into coverage. Now they got a chance to get right back in the game.
They'll run it from the gun. They're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go with the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Throws it to the right. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Deep shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Dogs.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Point after, knocked right through. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Bringing pressure. Swarm with the pass rush. A sack. And they stop the clock with a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Timeout, Georgia.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. The back's got it. He breaks free. First down, looking for more now. They make the tackle, but that's enough for a first down, and that should do it. This matchup had folks around the country stopping and paying attention. We expected a tough battle right down to the final minute, but this was a blowout as number one just gets humbled.